Hello, my name is Alan Ramon Castro. I'm graduating from Cal Poly Pomona in the year 2029. Um, I'm an ESET major. Can't really explain too much what that is, but it's, I guess you could say, a subset of electrical engineering. So I guess that's the major that I'm in. Um, for hobbies, I like to go to the gym. I like to skate. I like to, watch anime. Not like obsessively. I do have the flag, but that doesn't mean I'm like too into it. Um, I guess the most embarrassing moment in my life would be when I was in, I would say, around third or fourth grade. I was a really dumb, energetic kid, so I would kind of rush everything that I was doing. So one day, when I was getting ready for school, I was cold, so I threw on a jacket immediately. First thing, woke up, got ready, all that, put on pants, brushed teeth, ate, and then went to school. And then I got to gym class, well, PE technically, but I was starting to sweat. I was getting hot. I took off my jacket and I wasn't wearing a shirt under. So I had to go to the office, call my mom. I was crying, all embarrassed because. But yeah, I would say that is my most embarrassing moment. Not the most embarrassing in the world, but to me, I guess embarrassing. Um, my favorite scar or injury story. It's kind of hard to pick one because I played soccer. I've had a lot of injuries, but I guess the one I would say is one time I broke my wrist trying to. Well, I play goalkeeper, so I broke my wrist trying to block a goal from happening, which I would say is pretty cool. Um, I'm from Modesto, California, about an hour from Sacramento, give or take, depending on traffic and all that. But yeah, kind of boring out there. Not gonna lie, not much to do. A lot of farmland, a lot of farmland. Um, but I guess that's why I wanted to move down here to Southern California. Still kind of quiet, which kind of reminds me of home, but closer to the bigger cities, which is something that I like. Um, I came down here to Pomona to kind of get into technology, all that ESET, electrical engineering, that kind of thing, because I want to, I guess, or I guess the end goal is to start my own tech company, which is definitely a goal that's very hard to reach. But my father, he's always been into tech. He does all this stuff at home. I always see him working on electrical systems, all that. So I've just been really into that my whole life. So I guess that's what kind of inspired me to want to become something like that. I guess an interesting thing about me is that I collect a lot of Pokemon cards. Really nerdy, yeah, but I mean, as close as I can get to gambling, I guess. Not to be weird or anything. I'm not an addict as some are, but it was really fun. It was very, very fun. I guess the best part about it is like doing it with friends because that is like a whole experience. You all get hyped because one person pulled like a super rare car or something like that. God, now that I'm saying it, it sounds really, really nerdy, but um, yeah, that's a very, very fun thing that I like to do. I guess that is technically a hobby. Well, I guess not a lot of people are that into Pokemon cards. I'm poor. I'm broke, so I can't really buy that many. But yes, yeah, that's me. Nice to meet you guys.